So guys, this is going to be another great video of some incredible insight that you want to stay tuned for. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, support the channel. So this is a message for the chosen ones and why you might find yourself pushing people out of your life. I've pushed a whole lot of people out of my life and will continue to do so if it's the necessary thing to do, because nothing in life is guaranteed. Nothing in life. Like, the reason why you do this is because if you were a chosen one, you have incredible intuition. You're very intuitive. Like, you know what's good, what's not good. You know what's good. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You know a lot. Like, you know a lot. You know a lot of stuff. You know your shit. And it's like, if things are not good for you, if people are not good for you, why are they in your life? Why do you have them close to you? Why do you even talk to them? Why is anything even happening here? If people's not good for you, you don't have to make them an enemy. You don't gotta just do all that. It's just it's just not good. It's just no ill will. It's just not good. Like, I know what's going on. I know what's happening. And it's just not good for me. Like, I might be good for you. You're not good for me. There's people I'm not good for. There's people that live in certain realities. I would be a detriment to their life. Just the way I am. Like, it's not gonna allow them to have, like, they're gonna have to change completely. And it's just not the reality these individuals live in. We all live in different, like, kind of realities. It's up to you to live the life you want to live. It is entirely up to yourself. You don't have to be super disciplined. You don't have to be a hard ass. You don't have to be a strong, capable, God-fearing man. You don't have to. I'm not saying you must. You don't have to. But some people have to. I feel guilt if I'm not being my best. And I know this because I used to, like, I was a great kid. Full of energy, full of life, playing sports, doing everything I should have been doing as a kid. When I started to experience high school, the partying, the females, all these experiences you have for the first time, I started to get away from myself. And it started to affect me mentally. It started to affect my mental health. Bad things started happening. I was around people I shouldn't have been around. You're partying, you're around people that's just not like yourself. And that's what happened to myself. And I had to dig myself out of that tiny hole that I fell into, because I'm not going to sit here and pretend it was right deep. Oh my God, I couldn't get out. Like, it wasn't even hard. I was in a bit of a hole. Nothing I could not get myself out of. It's just not the person I was. So it woke me up pretty quick. Like, the second I'm out of school, I instantly woke up and I started getting back to my roots of who I always was as a person. I love sports. I love competing. I love exercise. I thought to myself, I feel so shitty right now. I remember I used to feel so good. Life was so amazing. How can I feel this way again? Well, I got super disciplined. I got myself in the gym. I got rid of every bad habit I've ever had. And from all this happening, a lot of people fell out of my life. You just push people out of your life because you're going so far towards the person you are. It just pushes people away. And this is what you want. You don't want to be the toxic person that just sticks around people you shouldn't even be around. You don't want to be that person because you don't want to feel alone. You want to have friends. You're forcing things that you shouldn't be forcing. I had no problem taking the path that I took. I knew in my heart and in my soul, I was doing the right thing. I knew it. Like, there's no debate. Maybe I'm going too hard. Maybe I just have to tone it down so I can keep hanging out with my friends and do all these things. And no, I knew I was doing the right things, whether I'm pushing people out of my life or not, whether I'm going so far and so fast into my future or not. I knew I was doing the right things. And real shit gets revealed at that exact time. And you have to keep going with it. You can't hold yourself back because you're going so far down this path alone and it's a lonely road and oh my God, you have to go down that path because that's who you are. You were chosen to go down that path. You must. You must be God-fearing. You must be courageous. You must. If you don't, I promise you, you will live a much worse life and existence. You're with people you still shouldn't be around. You're still hanging with them. You might have a partner. They're not really good for you. They might be toxic. Things might be happening. You probably shouldn't. You should probably stop messing with people and start to look yourself in the mirror like a real man and start to get your shit together. But no, you feel so alone. Don't give a fuck. Look yourself in the mirror. You have to get stronger. You have to get tougher. And you know what? You don't have to. But do not complain when life don't go the way you want it to go, because that's not how life is. It's not how it's designed to be. It's not how it will ever be. Nothing is guaranteed. You can't control other people. You can't get her to stay. You can't get him to love you forever. You can't force things to happen. All I can control is what I do and the moves I make and the life I create. That's all I can control. I can't control other people. I can't get people to do what's right. As much as I try to convince them, and this is the right thing to do, you still can't. Because people are going to do what people are going to do. That's what they're going to do. You must know these things, and you must know these things deeply, and you must be courageous, you must be tough, you must be strong, you must be willing to walk down that path and really look yourself in the mirror and start to do what's in your best interest to do. Because if you do that, you're going to be so likable to everybody else. People's going to want to mess with you, but you're not going to want to mess with everybody else. People's going to be hitting you up all the time. You're just going to, whatever. Because you got the good, pure energy. You're the human being you're actually supposed to be. Everybody else is kind of a goofball. But you're actually the human being that you're supposed to be. You're actually on your shit. You're actually taking your life seriously. You're developing as a person. People think, you turn 18, 19, 20, 21. You're a full grown adult now. You're an adult. You're not an adult. You're still a child. It takes time to become an adult. At 18, 19, 20, 21, I was not an adult. Like, technically, you're an adult. But it's like, I was not, what I should say is, I'm still not a full-grown man. It takes time to become. You don't just mute like a Pokemon, evolving from Charmeleon to Charizard. It don't happen like that. That's not even real. It's fiction. You have to do the work. You don't evolve yourself by throwing a Pokeball on the ground. And you just come out Charizard, fire-breathing dragon, it don't work that way. You wish it would. It don't. Sorry to burst your bubble. It don't work that way. You have to do some shit. You have to get serious with yourself. A lot more serious than you are right now. That's your wake-up call. You think this is funny? You think this is a joke? You have to stop being such a lousy human being because you know you're slacking. You know you're not taking yourself seriously. You know you're slacking. You know you're not doing what you should be doing. And I don't say these things to bash you, to hurt your feelings. I'm telling you this to wake your ass up because it is the truth. Whether it does hurt your feelings or not, it is the truth. There's things you must do. There's things women must do as well. But we don't take it hard on them in these kinds of ways because women have to work towards things in their way, in the way they do things. You don't become hyper masculine the way I'm explaining, because this is what it's going to do. You will become hyper masculine if you take my advice into what I'm saying in this video. So you probably shouldn't do that. You probably shouldn't do that, but you have to work towards things in the ways that you should as a woman to become a real woman. Just like a male has to become a real man, you have to become a real woman. This is what the world lacks. And it's what we need more of. It's a breath of fresh air, isn't it, when you see a real one? It's a breath of fresh air. Because everything's so messed up. Everywhere you go, everywhere you see, what is going on? Oh my God, what is going on? People need to get tougher. People need to get stronger. People need to stop being such weak, spineless cowards with little to no energy. It's amazing. It is amazing at the shit you just see around you, bro. It's like, what is people doing? Nothing. That's the thing. You go and you have your fun. You go and you do your little shit. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing absolutely quack nothing. You're not getting any closer to where you want to be when you do those things. Like you better be on your shit if you want to have fun at all. You have to have your discipline already in check. You can't even stop it. You can't get rid of it. You can't take a week, a month off your discipline. You have to stay on top. And when you want to have some fun, have a little bit of fun and come right back into it. Because this is the life you're living. It's not about the fun all the time, the fun. That's why you're so unstable. Because all you do is have fun. You think that's what life is. That's what kids do. That's what I was doing when I was a kid. And you know what? Even as a kid, it started to have a negative effect on my life. And I woke up because I realized what has to happen. It's a much better life when you just wake up and you start to do things you probably should be doing. Like it's a better life. It's better. You're making it bad for yourself. You're making it worse for your own self. Stop being an idiot. You're doing it to yourself. When I was doing it to myself. Everyone does it to themselves. When women become not so attractive, they do it to themselves. Every single one of them. It doesn't have to be that way. And when you start to move the right way, you're going to push a lot of people out of your life. You're going to be very selective. That's the way it should be. It's the way it should be. You should be selective. Because guess what? Most people in the world are just whatever, whoever people. And the more you're around that, the more it's going to brainwash you. You're going to think it's all right. It's acceptable. It feels cool. It feels all right until you come back to your own reality. And it's like, that's no. And now my own reality sucks. What is going on? That's why you stay in the discipline. Because once you get out, when you come back into it, it seems a little bit harder to be disciplined. You have to get used to that life. And you don't go too far out. Like I said, you want to have some fun, you go and have fun and you get right back in. It's like a professional sport. If you take too much time off, the professionals that were in the sport the whole time and you took way too much time off, when you come back, you're going to be rusty. It's going to feel, you're not going to be as good. You're going to get killed. You're going to get wrecked. It's like MMA fighters. If they start to slack and they don't have that hunger, they come back to the UFC and they get slaughtered. Why? Because they're not in it. They're not living that life. You're going to get slaughtered. If you come into my world and you're not disciplined, you're going to get slaughtered. You're not going to be able to keep up. Because I live in it. I'm engraved in it. I eat, sleep, and breathe this life. And it's absolutely 100 times better. I can think. I'm sharp as a whip. I'm prepared. I have energy. I have stamina. I have everything. And if I want to have a bit of fun, I can. And I can get right back to it. Because I don't stay in the fun too long. When you stay in the fun too long, you become weak. The fun makes you weak if you stay in it for too long. If you just do it and come back in, it's beneficial. You have to be smart. You have to live life smart. You can't be a dummy. You can't think you can goof off and have fun like a child and still live a good life as a man or a woman. You think you can go hoeing around and you're gonna come back to life and wake up one day and reality's gonna hit and you think it's gonna be sunshine and rainbows? It's gonna be very fucking dark and gloomy for your dumb ass. Because that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. Stop spreading your legs for just anybody because you thought at the time it was a good time. Because you're gonna wake up and you're gonna see terrible mistake. Terrible. And like I said, guys, chosen ones are going to push people away when you start to become who you really are. Because if you're not chosen, you don't understand even what I'm saying. You just don't. You're not even living that disciplined life. You're not even living that disciplined life. So you won't understand. But if you're living that disciplined life, you become very selective. You'll even be hated on by people who is not on your level, who is not as disciplined as you. These people is going to be jealous, envious, and just not really like you that much. You're not that likable. Who gives a fuck if you're likable or not? You're not aiming to be liked. You're not raising your hand to be liked today. Will somebody like me? That's not even in your mind because you're just focused on your life. You're sharp as a whip. You're on it. You're a go-getter. You're getting after it. Hi guys, I'm getting after it today. There's not even time to think about that. You're just getting after it. Everybody else in la la land. They don't know what's going on. They don't know why they feel the things they're feeling today. They don't know why. Oh my God. They don't know why. Because they're in la la land. Because they're not living the life they should be living. They're not living a righteous life. They're living, I'll do whatever I feel like doing today. I'll do whatever I feel like doing today. I might go over here and drink today. I might go and have a drink with my friend. Did you earn it? Like, did you really? You gonna get back on your grind right after you have a drink? You gonna snap back into it? Exhibit A. You guys know I'm being hard on you. I'm just a hard ass, ain't I? This is what I'm good at, bro. This is what I'm good at. This is the life I live. And I do understand and I get it's not for everybody. Don't take offense. I know it's not for everybody. I know I'm cut from a certain cloth. And there's people on earth that's cut from a cloth I'll never be cut from. David Goggins, I'll never travel the miles that man has traveled. I can admit the truth, you know. It's not like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be David Goggins. Oh, I got to touch David Goggins. That man is, I don't know if he has a soul. He's gone. He's probably running right now. Like, I can run for a long time. I can run 8-mile runs, which is about an hour, a little more. And I can keep going past that point too, but it's like, I'm not going to run for 12 hours straight because I got other shit to do. That's just not my calling. And I'm a long distance runner. I have run cross country. I've run track. I got second place in the 100-meter sprint in my province whenever I was in junior high. Like, I can run. Like, I'm a runner. But it's not my calling, and I'm not David Goggins. But yeah, what I'm saying, man, like, I just think a lot of people is messing up. In fact, I know a lot of people's messing up. I can look at everybody's life and it's like, you have a lot more than that and you're just not doing it. So you are messing up. Like, you really, really are. Like, snap out of it. Like, wake up. I'm not here to hurt your feelings. I'm here to be your friend. Because real people hold you accountable. Real friends will talk real sense into you. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, man, just go enjoy yourself, go party, go do the acid, bro, go do the lines of cocaine, bro, just, oh yeah, enjoy your life. I'm not going to tell you that. Wake up, snap out of it, get on your shit, get on your path, get on your purpose, work hard, and you're going to feel much better. Like much, much better. You're going to feel cleaner, more pure, more energy. You can do a lot more things, and this makes the fun even funner. Because if you don't even have your health and you just keep resorting to fun, the fun's not even fun no more because you don't even got your health, dumbass. You don't even got your health. That's the point I got to, because the things I was doing in the past, whenever I was a younger teenager, it started to affect my health. All of a sudden, the fun things that I think I'm doing no longer become fun. Because I don't even feel good. I'm not even healthy. You see some of these chicks and their boyfriends taking vacations and stuff, but like they're getting overweight. Things are happening. They come back and they're in such bad moods. They go to their job on Monday again and they're such bad. Like, do you want to live that way? Or do you want to have discipline and like your energy is good all the time? Because you upkeep with yourself. You keep yourself in line. You keep yourself in check. You take yourself seriously. You take your body seriously. You understand health is wealth, because if you're not healthy, you're not wealthy. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. You know those days where you get hungover and it's like you can't do anything that day? How can you be wealthy if you're not healthy? That's what I'm saying. Keep yourself in check. Stay healthy. Stay vibrant. Have energy. Live your life. Because deteriorating your health, destroying yourself because you want to have some fun and excitement, those are all the bad things. When you're working, when you're on your purpose, that's when you feel your best. That's when you feel your best. That's when you feel like a top G. Take your ice baths, hit the gym, do your cardio, eat healthy, kick ass. Be on your path and purpose, motivate and inspire. Be him. Be her. Be the person that you know you can be. And stop resorting to the little bits of fun that's destroying your life. Because it is. It makes you weak. Strengthen yourself first before you want to have a little bit of fun. Bro, even the fun I have is health beneficial. It's exercise. Like, my fun is taken off out of my garage, on my bicycle, down my neighborhood, down the trails, down to the boardwalk, down to the woods and the trails and the boardwalk, seeing a whole bunch of nice scenery on a nice day. That to me is fun. You know what a lot of other people's fun in today's society is? Drugs, booze, toxic friends, all this crazy shit. You're engraved in that lifestyle and you're deteriorating yourself and you wonder why you feel like shit. That life is going to make you feel miserable like shit. That is not a good life. I can't even do that once. I can't even do that shit. I don't understand. I don't understand how people just continuously resort to those things. And it's like every week and all the time, They're miserable. They don't have a purpose. They're goners. They don't want to face themselves. They don't want to go through the real awakening. They don't. It's like they're blocking themselves from going through that next level. They stay back. You never change that person that you're supposed to be. You're supposed to change. You're supposed to be sober. You can't even go a week without some sort of ill substance that's going to ruin your health. You can't even go a week. You can't even go a month. You can't even go half a year. Like you can't? That is not good. God wants us clean to begin with. I realize people's not perfect. But like, you're very flawed if you're resorting to just the fun and the degeneracy and the bad things all the time. It's going to destroy your life. The life you could have lived will never be imagined because you're an idiot. And you have to take that on. Like, call yourself an idiot if that's what you do. Say, I'm an idiot. I'm going to smarten up. I'm going to start doing what's right. That's what you should be doing. I'm not your enemy. I'm telling you this because I care about your well-being. You should wake up and smell the roses and really get after it in life the way you should. You'll be a better human being. You'll have better friends, more vibrant friends, more trustworthy friends. Because as long as you stay down there, you're never going to have those friends. You're going to have dogs as friends. You'll be dog walking each other. And guess what? Someone's going to get stabbed in the back as well. You think the junkies are your friends? You think your turn-up buddies are your friends? They're addicts. You want to be the next? You want to keep doing those things? You want to not take your life seriously? Then be my guest. Be my guest. This is not the place for you. But this right here, this is what we do. We keep people in line. We keep people in check. We make sure people reach their destinations. We increase the chances by a lot. Because we keep ourselves in line. We keep ourselves in check. We do what's right. Not what we feel like doing. Oh, I feel like taking some acid today. Let's just have a trip. It's going to mess you up for a very long time. Like, keep in check. Keep yourself in line, you know. Be healthy. Strive for excellence. Stay sober for once in your fucking life. Face yourself. But no, that's boring. Discipline is not supposed to be fun. But it gets better. And you start to realize this is the only way. An undisciplined life, in the wise words of I forget who it was, the undisciplined life is an insane life. It is an insane life. It's mentally unstable. You want to be stable. You want to feel good. Like all the time. You want to feel good. You want your health to be in check. You want your wealth to be in check. You want to be him. You want to do what's right. That's how you're going to live the life that you're supposed to live. But guess what? Every single time you fuck up, every single time you do something you shouldn't be doing, and you know it deep down inside, and it starts to eat you, you're pushing yourself further and further away from what's real. You're pushing your own self away from real people. And real people are pushing those types of people away from them. It's this effect where it's not going to last. Like, either rise or just fall and accept, you know what? Average is what it is for me. In fact, below average. Just accept that for yourself. Make a decision and stick to it. Be tough. Stop being so mentally and spiritually weak. And wake them up and start to live the best life you can possibly live. Do that.